Being framed. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. No, we're already live. Anyways, what's up? Welcome in, AFCEastieBoys, coming at you with some football, some chit chat. You know, it's still the off season. Training camp's going. We got Waffles over there. Cat in a Hat in the house. We got Caveman Sports. He should be pulling up soon. Got a little bit to talk about. A few things have happened around the league. You want to fill them in on a little bit?
Well, we're going to talk about some I want out trade requests. We're going to talk about some contracts and lockdowns. So be ready for those. We're going to talk about who's going to the Super Bowl. You know, I want to know. You want to know.
That's a
Who's
good
going?
question. That's a really good
That's a
question.
key topic.
So make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe because we got a lot to talk about tonight. So
Let's go. Well, all right, hey, Ron, it's been great talking to you. Yeah, I figured that.
gotta get it back. Don't lose any sleep over this. I can't see you.
Don Elway.
They still got intro video right now.
I know.
Patty.
Know who that is.
Patty.
Know who that is.
That's old Patty.
How about that one?
Oh, which one is that? Bo Jackson. Is that baseball? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Yes, it is almost a month away for some NFL action. And there's a lot of stuff going on as we go through training camp. We got players wanting out. Scary Terry wants out. I talked about this early in the season, early in the off season, like even before the season was over. They went into the off season with the second most salary cap in the league. Scary Terry should have been one of the first things that they worked on. Like it should have
Yeah,
been.
they definitely should have locked him down.
Should have locked him
As far
down.
as far as money goes, he's definitely a top contender over there. He's definitely earned it. Don't get me wrong, Jalen Daniels, they want to keep him and lock him in too, but at the same time, he's still on a rookie contract for at least another year or two.
Correct.
I would say if the Redskins really want to, the Commanders really want to make a play at the Super Bowl, they gotta lock him down and cannot toss him off in a trade, unless they're gonna get something worthwhile back in that trade for this season. I don't think it'd be a good call. Just give him the money, pay him what he's worth.
What do you think would be a good trade?
Well, if you're gonna get rid of one of your best weapons for wide receiver, you got to get another one in return. Like you got to get at least a round, like a top tier wide receiver one, maybe a two with something else like
Okay.
a pick or something for next year.
Okay, so hear this out. I don't necessarily believe it, but I did hear another content creator talking about this today. He had mentioned that he had said something about this a couple weeks ago. And there was a tweet about it today. A trade player for player, Terry McLaurin for Tyreek Hill. Now, I'm not on board with that. I technically I would prefer to have Tyreek Hill over Scary Terry. I mean, not that Scary Terry isn't a great player. It's just that like the chemistry in this team, like getting rid of Tyreek Hill and bringing in Scary Terry in this offense that we have in Miami, it wouldn't be a good fit until next year because like it's already too late in the offseason for him to come in and get the chemistry that he would need to have with Tua Tagovailoa and learning the way that this offense is run. So I personally think that that's a bad idea. What are your thoughts on that?
I would agree with that. Tyreek needs to stay in Miami. He's got unless he's trying to. He wants to leave. Like I see, Miami has no reason to get involved in this trade opportunity. Uh, Tyreek can stay where he's at. McLaurin can either stay where he's at or he's going to find somewhere new. It's going to be, I want to say, probably out west with the likes of San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, so like back to where Debo came from, which which is part of the reason why the Washington Commanders need to make sure that they pay Scary Terry because they went and picked up Debo Samuel, which is a great move. If
Yeah,
you ha-
great veteran to have.
if you have Terry on the other side of the field.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
if
Exactly. He's a
you
good matchup there. That's why I'm saying they should try to pay the man and keep him because a number one with a like a great slot, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, if you don't have Terry over there with Debo Samuel, like the value of Debo Samuel goes way down because he's such a versatile player. The reason you get him is because you have such a solid number one wide receiver to run your wide receiver routes, and you can use Debo Samuel in the slot. You can use him in the backfield. You can use him as a wildcat coming across the back to get the handoff himself. Like so many ways that you can use Debo Samuel. But if Scary Terry's not there, guess what? You're using Debo Samuel as your wide receiver one. And then
Either
now,
that or he's getting double teamed.
exactly. So, like, they have to seal this deal with Scary Terry. So, with that being said, average money wide receivers right now is going around 30 million. I think the top player is around 34. Let me check that.
What's he supposed to be getting? Because I'd say he's probably worth about 28.
28 mil. Signing what? 3, 4 more years. Give him 80 of that guaranteed
Mm-hmm.
with some incentives. Probably actually like 60 of it guaranteed with some incentives.
The very least. Like I said, I don't know. I don't. It doesn't matter what the
All right,
money is, as
so
long as they lock him down.
all right, so I got a list for you right here. All right, so the number
Because they
one.
got to fight this guy.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't have to fight him unless they make it into the playoffs. I mean, into the Super Bowl.
That you want you got to get through this guy
Although
to get to any Super Bowl nowadays.
I haven't checked any schedules yet, so to do the predictions, which I need to buckle down and I need to get my predictions out. At least for the AFC East. I may skip the rest of the league this year, but I at least got to do it for the AFC East. But anyways, so here we go. Jamar Chase is the number one paid, 40 million a year, $160 million contract for 4 years, which
Well earned.
73 of it is fully guaranteed, with 109 of a total guarantee. So, and then let's see where Terry McLaurin's at right now. Terry McLaurin right now is at 70 million. He's already at 23 million a year. So basically, like, it would just be like giving him an extension with maybe like a $4 million raise, like you were saying, make him around 20,
That's why I said
28.
28.
Yeah. Give him like a $4 or $5 million raise, put him right around
Be like,
28
yo,
million.
please stick around. Let's see what this team can really do. You've been here you're basically his whole career, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, his whole career. Yeah, so
So why not get the franchise tag and make him your number one receiver for till he's done. You know what I mean?
Because
Lock him down.
I definitely see the Washington Commanders having a window open right now. Like a window is pretty open for them. I can definitely see them getting to the Super Bowl within the next 3 to 4 years, if not two Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
In
Um,
my eyes, the second one's not the important one. Getting to the first one's important.
Getting to the first one's important. So yeah, it's like stupid important for them to sign Terry McLaurin. I personally feel like it'll happen. I don't know why they're waiting and stalling. But I do feel like it'll happen. But like the whole Tyreek Hill thing came because I guess Tyreek Hill was late to practice, and Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill weren't having. They were having like not so great of words on the sidelines during the last practice, I guess. But I didn't look into it, so don't fact check me on that one. It's just what I heard through the grapevine. So Terry, scary Terry. So do you think if he were to leave the Commanders, do you think it would affect his fantasy value in any way?
McLaurin, absolutely.
Negatively.
He's not going to be on the same page as whatever quarterback he's getting in with if he moves teams. He's not going to have that same trust with that quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that happen between a quarterback and his wide receiver when they play for multiple years. You can look at any of the combos or duos from history. Tom Brady and Julian Edelman, like they had a thing going for a while. Tyreek and Tua, they had a thing going. Like, there's chemistry that needs to be built between a quarterback and a wide receiver, and it takes time to do that. He's had that time with Jaden Daniels over a full season, whereas with anybody else, he's just jumping in raw, and it's like
Raw dogging
it's
it.
not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same.
It's never the same when you raw dog it. But I mean, we've seen players do that before. Be able to jump from team to team and transition pretty well. I mean, like he didn't lose a step when Jaden Daniels came in to be quarterback. Like he's probably gone through like how many quarterbacks have the Commanders gone through in the last 4 years? Like three, four at least until they got to Jaden Daniels. I know there was one year where they had two different quarterbacks.
Yeah, because Daniels and McLaurin combined for over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns, which was a career high for him. So yeah, he definitely needs his money. He needs to be paid and stay there.
And he's a good dude too. He fights for the team. So Washington Commanders, make sure y'all pay that man. Let's put him up where
5 consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons and 38 touchdowns in his career.
let's put him somewhere up there around 28 to 30 mil a year. Come on, Commanders, we can get that going.
He said it says is like he's now on the heels of players like DK Metcalf and Garrett Wilson with 132 million dollar contracts for 4 years.
Yeah, and he deserves it. So let's get it done. But Terry McLaurin's not the only player fighting for a new contract, holding out, asking for a trade. Someone else is out there, and I was kind of trying to wait for our special guest, but I'm guessing he's not showing up. So no Caveman tonight. Um, but somebody in Dallas, Minka Parsons.
Officially request trade.
Bum bum bum. Now,
He wants out of Dallas. I wonder why.
wonder why. Do you think they're going to win a championship in the next 4 years?
I mean, they haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, but
Who's counting?
uh,
Um, so yeah, I would want out too. Like he's got the ability to have a Hall of Fame career. And unless the Dallas Cowboys can get it together in the next year, 2 years, and put together a run where they're in the playoffs and at least making it to the championship every year, like the NFC Championship every year, he could miss out on
Mm-hmm.
he could miss out on some good accolades that help you and pad your stats for the NFL or for the Hall of Fame. So I personally think he should get the F out of Dallas, but Jerry Jones is going to pay him. Like he does this, that's what he does. Like it's making them relevant right now. It's putting Jerry Jones in the media. In one of his in one of his pressers, he was like, or his interviews, he was like, "Oh, no need for the fans to lose any sleep over this." Just yeah, it's in the thumbnail. Go check out the thumbnail. But
Yeah.
but yeah, he did this last year with CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. Like they got paid at the very last minute of the last minute that's possible. So I'm not worried.
He's like, I don't want to get rid of my good players. I'll give them their money.
Yeah, I got plenty of it to go around. I mean, yeah, up to your salary cap, but yes, you're right. A lot more than most of us got to use. Anyways, so I'm not too worried. He did put a list off of teams that he wants to go to, and the Bills was one of the teams that he would like to go to if he left Dallas. Which you should leave Dallas, but you should not go to Buffalo. We already got to deal with Bosa, so we don't want to deal with Bosa and Parsons. No, we just got done with Von Miller. So if you do leave Dallas, don't go to Buffalo. It's cold there. Ooh, it's very cold. Brr. What do you think?
I'd stay in the warmth. But like I said, give me my money.
He wants his money.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Or trade me somewhere where they're going to show me the money. You know what I'm saying? Because they've had a couple of years now to get an extension going with Parsons, and they have just been letting it ride while he's being great on the field for them. I mean, no extra options, no extra money. Just I'm doing what I can, boss. You know, like
No, he's definitely been performing for the money. So what do you think that money includes?
4 year, $172 million deal, probably about $42 million a year. That's what he wants.
That's what he wants.
That'd make him the highest paid non-quarterback
Ooh,
active player.
that is a lot. The highest paid active player, non-quarterback. That's crazy. 42 million a year. That's what he wants.
That's what he wants.
Do they even?
That's what he says. If he ends up getting a 4 year, $172 million deal worth $42 million a year from the Cowboys, it'll sting at $37 million per year over 4 years. The Cowboys would have saved $20 million if they had gotten the deal done earlier, but they didn't. They wanted to wait. They're still waiting. So if he gets a deal worth more than $42 million per year, that's just more savings out of the window for a franchise that just loves to burn money.
Hmm, that's a lot. They should have got it done earlier. They could have saved so much money. You saying? Oh, that's crazy. Cause that's a lot.
Somewhere
42.
around $32 million
Mm, mm.
if they would have just
Ouch.
got him on an extension.
Ouch. And this is why you don't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Because a player like that, somebody will pay him. Somebody's gonna pay him. And that a player like that is a difference maker for
Oh
a
yeah,
football team. Like especially for a defense. Like
like Von Miller on the Broncos, like
when he went to the Bills, like we had to deal with him there, like twice a year. Um,
like J.J. Watt.
TJ Watt, Bosa brothers. Like I can't say
They're
Chris.
dynamic defensive players that you want on your team.
We can even say Christian Wilkins, but it's in a different way.
like this particular lockdown with Ahmed Sauce Gardner with the Jets, locking him down. That was money well spent.
Bringing the sauce. Yeah, it was money well spent for you guys, but not so much for him. He could be. He could be somewhere better.
Nah, he doesn't want to be down there in the heat with y'all.
No, I don't want him in Miami. We got enough problems. We couldn't afford him right now. We did extend Zach Sealer. He got him a nice chunk of change. 44 mil guaranteed next 3 years. Total of 30 million a year, 32 mil.
Garrett Wilson also got his money.
Garrett Wilson. He got paid this offseason or last offseason?
He got paid. Got this offseason.
Okay, what's his contract?
That's a good question.
I can pull it up right here. I already got a page open for you, buddy. Just gotta go down a little bit. There's a lot of names here. Oh, he's in the top 10. 130 million, 32 mil a year, 90 mil total guaranteed. So through 30-31. So that's what, a 5-year contract? I would guess 5-6-year contract. 130.
Like I said,
total,
money well spent.
130 total, 32 a year. It's 5.
So it's a 3-year.
It's 5 years. I may be wrong. Maybe 4 years. 30.
4 with extras.
Yeah, 3 times 4 is 12. Sorry, we don't do good math late at night. Or ever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm usually pretty good with numbers. So yeah, I mean, we got all our players that we need signed. I mean, we have some problems in the cornerback room, but I think
I got one more we need to sign.
Garrett.
We got to give this man his money when his rookie concert. Brees Hall.
He's gonna
the trifecta.
He's gonna want to go elsewhere, my friend. I guarantee.
The trifecta.
I guarantee you guys already wasted too much time on his career. He's gonna want to go elsewhere. I guarantee you.
I don't know, man. The trio behind the running back crew is gonna look good this year. It's gonna be great.
Hold on.
Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen right behind Brees Hall. It's gonna be a nice combo.
Oh yeah, keep talking about it. Give me 1 second while I pull up your schedule.
He's getting better. Brees Hall's getting better with his hands, so he'll be more versatile in the passing game. Not to mention, Isaiah Davis has been prominent in his running game the last few training camp practices that I've gotten to see. This man, he's been pushing some people out the way. You know what I mean? He's taking practice serious because he doesn't want to get cut.
Okay, so you guys start the season with a fucking gauntlet. You know that, right? Like,
oh yeah.
0-4.
No.
Steelers, Bills, Bucks, Dolphins, and then you finally win against the Cowboys. Because Minka Parsons.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna have it together when the Steelers. They're gonna lose the first game. Jets are gonna win that one.
Oh, you think so? I don't know, man. TJ Watt got that money. So
I'm not saying the Steelers defense isn't going to put up, some powerful performances. I'm saying the Steelers offense is going to flutter and fall.
Right, but hear me out. We're talking about Brees Hall here. So what's going to happen is Aaron Glenn isn't going to be able to use Brees Hall properly, give him the proper plays. Like, they're not going to be able to provide them the proper plays against that Steelers defense. And he's not going to get a lot of good
Or so
yardage.
You think.
Or so I think. It's opinions. All right. And then the Bills.
Yeah. That's just your opinion, pal.
Yeah. And then we got the Bills the week after. Same situation.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game.
You know, not a lot
of yardage. That's going to be a tough game.
So I'm assuming.
But at the same time, they have a much better quarterback.
So hypothetically, yeah, they definitely do got a better quarterback. But hypothetically.
So we start 1-1.
Hold on. This is my hypothetical here. We can do your hypothetical next. This is my hypothetical. Get out of here. So we're 0-2
I'm
right
just
now.
saying.
We're 0-2 right now. And then like the Buccaneers, like their defensive line isn't that great, but like it's gonna have to be a shootout. So like if Brees Hall's gonna get a little bit of usage early on, but it's gonna turn into a game where Justin Fields is gonna have to throw the ball to keep up because Baker Mayfield. Here's some secret sauce for you guys. He's my QB1 for 2025. He's going to be the number one fantasy
But
quarterback in fantasy quarterback in 2025. Baker Mayfield. The past 2 years, he's put up 4,000 plus yards with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He did 4,000 2 years ago, 4,500 last year. 28 touchdowns 2023 to 41 touchdowns last year. I do believe he's going to put up another 40 plus touchdowns this year. He will be your number one fantasy quarterback this year. Number one fantasy.
I'm so scared of this Baker Mayfield.
So that's going to turn into a shootout. And okay, we'll say you're 2-1 at this point. You somehow win a shootout with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
All right, and then you go and play the Dolphins. Who knows what the Dolphins are? Like we play the Bills in week
In
3
Miami, right?
in
First
Miami
game's in Miami.
on a Monday night.
On a Monday night.
On a Monday night in prime time. And who knows what we're going to look like because we play the Bills on Thursday night the week before. So I mean, we do get a pretty good decent break between there. It's 10 days. But still, we could be out of quarterback and using Zach Wilson come week 4 to play the Jets, which will be another like quarterback
Rivalry
playing his
thing
old
because
team. You know, like
Wilson at least knows some of our playbook.
it's probably changed by now. I mean, he's been
Of course it
gone. He's
has.
been. I
Jesus.
hope y'all aren't running the same shit from 4
We're
years
gonna run
ago.
the same plays that Aaron Rodgers gave us last year. Yeah, no.
And that's why you lose in week
That's
1.
not how we work. We get shitty offensive coordinators that run stale plays and trick plays from the fucking 90s that they thought were cool when they were playing Madden, and that's why we don't get a lot of a lot of third down conversions.
All right, so either way, you're going to be playing the Dolphins, and we're talking about Brees Hall here, and I'm already on board that we have a top 5 front 7. So we're going to be holding running backs under 100 yards all season long. That's my goal. That's my plan. That's what I believe our front 7 is going to do, and that's my goal for the Baltimore game.
Ideally,
Ideally, like that's my goal for our Baltimore game. If we can hold, even if we lose that game, if we can hold Derrick Henry under 100 yards, I call it a win. I see you shaking your head. That's a big feat to do that. So that's why I'm saying
I agree.
I'll call that a win. So anyway, so there you go.
We'll call that a bold prediction.
So you're sitting at 3-1 right now, and then you go to the Cowboys, and whether if Minka Parsons are there, it's going to be tough to run the ball. So like here you go, 5 straight games of Brees Hall not getting good games. Okay, and you're coming up to the trade deadline. You guys are not looking like you're going to have a winning season. Brees Hall looks like a really good trade prospect. He might be requesting a trade come that point. Be wanting out of there. Be on that sideline, slamming his helmet like Tyreek Hill, talking about I'm out, Garrett Wilson, I'm out. Gardner, I'm out.
All these
Cheetah can say it,
hypotheticals.
I can
It's
say
just
it.
yeah. No, I get you. That's a possibility. Anything could happen. It's a full season of football. Most players, if they start off with a bad season, they get upset. There's reasons to throwing football helmets with frustration on the field. But at the same time, I don't foresee that happening. I foresee him pushing, getting his 3 to 5 yards, and being happy with that. And don't get me wrong, he'll have those breakaway plays where he gets into the secondary and there's nobody in front of him but field. And those are the plays that he's gonna that you'll realize what Brees Hall's all about. He's about that power through, and then, oh my God, open field. Let me just turn on the Jets.
Boom, and then he's gone.
He's got lightning speed.
Yeah, it's important. If you can break that first tackle, you typically can get a good 5 or 6 yards after that, and sometimes even more. So he's going to really be relying on that a lot. Um, so
That
we're
yak.
all right. So if you want to put out a prediction for him for this year, give me 1 second for his stats. I'll tell you what he was last year, and you tell me what you think he's going to do this year. All right, so under Aaron Rodgers led offense, he played 16 games. He had 876 yards on 209 carries. That's a 4.2 average with 5 touchdowns, 5 fumbles, 1 lost. And then in the receiving game, he had 57 receptions on 76 targets with 483 yards. That's an 8.5 yard per average, 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 1 lost. Wait, let me make sure that's him. Yeah, so 6 fumbles total and 1,200 scrimmage yards on
I'm going to say at
8
least
touchdowns.
I'm going to say at least 6 games with over 100 yards rushing for the season. At least 6. Uh, I'm going to probably put him around 900, 950 yards total for the season. And from scrimmage, we're going to go ahead and say about almost 15, because he's, like I said, he's going to get utilized in the passing game a little bit more because his hands have gotten a little bit better. So I'm seeing about 1,500 scrimmage, uh, 900 rushing, 950 rushing, and at least 9 touchdowns.
So
That's what I'm calling.
So a slight uptick from last year.
A slight uptick from last year.
And a lot of that could,
Because Aaron Rodgers is slow to hand off that ball, and everybody's been able to watch film on him and know what it looks like when he's handing off a ball. He doesn't hide it anymore. He's just, here's my fucking arm, and hands it off. So I got a feeling Fields will be a little bit faster about it, and there'll be a QB option for him to keep the ball as well. He's got the option that he can actually run, which could, some people say, decrease the value of Brees Hall, but at the same time, I don't see that being an option. I see that being a way for both of them to increase their value.
well, if you're in a PPR league, he gets enough receptions to kind of balance that out, anyways. But if you're not in a PPR league, then the receptions don't matter. So
Yeah, I'm talking like handoff and or QB options to keep and run. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Play action where he's like, I can pass the ball off, or I could keep it and throw, or keep it and run myself.
So those 6 fumbles don't worry you at all.
No,
I mean, he almost went 1-for-1 touchdown to fumble ratio. Like that doesn't worry you at all going into the season,
not at all.
knowing that you have
I
Braylon Allen coming up in his second year, and the ability of
I
Justin
watched the
Fields.
games. I watched the games where those fumbles happened, and the way that they went down was most of them were not his fault. It was literally like, obviously, hold on to the ball when you get hit, but for the for the way that he was getting slammed by 2 or 3 different people, getting tackled, and the ball getting punched out the way he did the best he could, and we're not. It could have been worse. He could have had more, but I don't think he will next season. I think that number is going to go down.
All right, let's take a friendly bet right now. Over under. What do you want to put the number at? 4.5, 5.5.
Let's go 5.5. I'll say under 5.5.
Okay, I'll go over. I'll go over 50 push-ups on demand. Don't worry, I won't hit them all at
50
once.
push-ups on demand.
Yeah, basically.
10 at a time.
I might hit you with
But you can do
15.
it 5 times. You can do it 5 times.
All right, bet. So you know what that means,
You
right?
saw it here. Ooh.
Oh, I mean, hopefully you win that bet.
Yeah, that would be great for me.
If not, I'll get you in shape. So push-ups on
One way or another,
demand.
either way, I win. The
Push
win-win for me.
push-ups on demand. So you can't get anyone on the shitter, and you can't get them while they're working. Any other time is fair
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah. Call me up and be like, "Hey, 15 push-ups, bro.
You're in
You
the
got to be able to prove it."
yeah. I'll make you get on a video call, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll be a video call for that shit.
All right, so
Drop and give me 10.
I'll take the over on that. So over 5.5 fumbles for Brees Hall, so that would be 6, and then you got the under. So if he gets 6, you owe me 50 on demand push-ups, buddy.
And if he gets 4,
I
you
got you.
pushing up the earth.
I got. I'm pushing up the earth in one way or another, right? I guess. Even though I'm technically pushing it down, it could be pushing it up in the other way.
Physics.
So, what are your expectations for the season? Like, what are you looking forward to? Who do you think is going to make it into the Super Bowl? Like, who are your like playoff teams, etc. Who do you think is going to dominate? Dark horse, like, take it away.
The Jets, baby.
Rolls eyes. Someone hit me with a rolls eyes emoji in the chat. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe.
You can roll your eyes all you want. That's what I'm saying. We've been out of it too long. Dolphins are too old. The Bills have tried too many times and still can't get past freaking
Anybody.
this fucking guy.
Well, not only that, how about like back in the day when they went to 4 Super Bowls straight and still couldn't get it done?
Somebody's got to beat this guy.
Well, I mean, he just got beat last year.
Somebody else has got to beat this guy. Jalen, I don't have a card of Jalen Hurts, but we'll bring this guy back and have him play. Fucking Joe Namath.
Joe Namath. Do you think he can survive in the league today?
No, we'll get a quarterback like Pikachu over here.
Honestly, I think Joe Namath could survive in the league today. I think Dan Marino could too, because it's a league so like built around quarterbacks and their safety that like
Don't touch me.
unless you're Tua, like you can get hit.
Yeah.
Or
Tua is allowed to get knocked out because he's from Alabama.
Alabama. I'm guessing that was a joke. I missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a joke on Tua's college days in Alabama. I don't have that card with me right now, or I'd show that one too.
Why don't you show him the card that you stole from me, you thief?
Yeah, it's in the collection.
He knows I'm only joking. So who do you got for the Super Bowl this year? Like, don't tell me Jets. I know you don't seriously think in your deep down in your soul that it's the fucking Jets going to the Super Bowl.
They're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Oh my God. Can you believe it now? You heard it live.
Hot take. Hot takes.
Hot take.
I'm clipping
Hot
that.
take.
We're clipping that for sure.
Go for it. Oh.
Like and subscribe.
They just need one piece.
One piece. And what would that one piece be? Scary Terry.
Another receiver to make Brees Hall, or to give Garrett Wilson more open availabilities. Maybe we can get Terry McLaurin.
A guy like Scary Terry. What do you think it would take to get Scary Terry? You think they would want player for player? Would you be willing to trade Brees Hall for Scary Terry? No. Braylon Allen?
No.
No.
You can have Isaiah Davis.
I don't think they're gonna want Isaiah Davis for fucking
Hey,
Terry McLaurin, bro.
for Terry McLaurin
So you would have to give up.
and $10 million.
So you would have to give up possibly a first round pick.
At the very least.
Okay, so like first round pick, a second round pick, like
A first
and
round for
maybe
next
a
year
fourth and
and a second round for the year after.
I don't
That's
think
what I would say. That's what I would offer.
I don't think they would go for that.
Probably not, but hey, it's worth a try.
I think it would take like at least a first round, a second round, and then maybe a fourth round in another year or a fifth rounder. Is probably what it would take if you're not trading player for player.
You miss all the shots you don't take. You know what I'm saying?
Scary Terry on the Jets.
Give the man his money.
His money. Give him his money. They're gonna give him his money. We already talked about it. Y'all can go back in the show and check it out where we talked about the Terry McLaurin drama in the Washington Commanders, which might possibly get their name changed back to the Redskins. We'll see. I don't know if those are rumors or if there's any facts to that news or anything. I haven't cared enough to look into it. I'm just like, if they change it, they change it. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. I could care less. They're like, it's stupid for the reason that they changed it. You know what I mean? So you still haven't told me who you think is going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm waiting. You want me to tell you who I think? I would like to say the Washington Commanders, but they haven't got the Scary Terry stuff worked out.
If you say something like this,
You saying the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl?
no, I didn't say that. I thought you were gonna say that.
No, I was not. So like, I'm on the NFC side right now. Okay, wait till I get to the AFC side,
Heard, heard.
and then the Dolphins will come out. Anyways, so I would like to say the Washington Commanders, but they haven't got the Scary Terry stuff worked out, and I still think they're not quite there yet. I was like in the beginning of the off season, I was going into the off season like thinking, yes, that's the team that's going to come out next year and like dominate the NFC. But we have teams like the Rams coming out looking good. Um, and then the Eagles, like they're going to be dominant again. They're going to be good again. I could definitely see a road where they go for a repeat. So
What about the Cowboys?
what about the Cowboys? They're not in this conversation.
What about the Cowboys?
They're not.
They're not in the conversation.
They're not in this conversation, buddy.
Sorry, Cowboys.
So
Even though you all gave Dak Prescott all that money, gave CD Lamb all that money, traded for George Pickens,
sorry, guys.
debating on paying Micah Parsons,
All those good players, and it's not enough, and it's not
and
going to be enough either.
they still suck,
They still suck,
and they still suck.
and they still suck.
Sorry, Marion.
And they still suck. So you're gonna have I'm calling it now NFC Championship. It's gonna be Rams and Eagles. I could see either one of those teams winning that game and going on to the Super Bowl. And then on the AFC side, Baltimore. It's their year.
The Ravens.
It's their year.
They've been trying hard. They still got Derrick Henry. They got Lamar Jackson. They've got plenty of time to fine tune their skills. They put up good numbers every game. I can't argue against the Baltimore Ravens.
I don't know who they're going to be playing in the AFC Championship. My intuition and my gut tells me it's going to be Kansas City Baltimore AFC Championship game. But I also think, like, deep down in my gut, that like this is gonna be a down year for Kansas City, and like they're not gonna be. This is gonna be like a year for Kansas City to kind of sit back, collect themselves after going three in a row to the Super Bowl and then like falling short. Let's sit back, let's collect ourselves, let's like build up our team again, and then we'll come back and we'll come at it strong and we'll go for another three-peat to try and make history. And maybe during that three-peat we can try and shove the Dolphins out of history altogether. You know what I mean? Shoot for a perfect season. Um, but they would have to plan it, and you don't really know what your schedule is. You would need an easy schedule for that. So, but as of right now, until proven wrong, I'm gonna go with Baltimore, Kansas City in the AFC Championship, and then Baltimore goes on to the Super Bowl. So, what do you got?
Uh, the uh the the that's the the Buffalo uh, Bu- Buffalo Bills and the Ravens go into the AFC Championship. That's what I see happening, and it being a game where Josh Allen does something spectacular and spectacular,
Magic fingers.
and then Lamar Jackson does something that's even more spectacular. We'll get to see a showcase of bad defenses and amazing offenses playing each other at the same time.
Do you,
That's what I see happening,
do you
or I foretell.
do you think Mark Andrews drops the game-winning catch this time?
I foresee Mark Andrews being benched most of the season.
Yeah, I do see that. Not like benched, but he's gonna play like a Travis Kelsey style role, to where they're not gonna utilize him all the time. He's an older guy. He's like getting older, so just like Andy Reid in Kansas City, like Travis Kelsey's not gonna be a very utilized tight end this year. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna save him for the
Well, that
playoffs.
that in Baltimore has someone more likely in mind.
Isaiah. Yeah, no, he's been a good up and coming tight end for them for sure. He's been definitely I think he's emerged as Lamar Jackson's favorite tight end to sling the ball to.
I agree.
And he gets some good big passes for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and he can get up there and catch them too. Like he goes up and fights for those passes. It's not just like
I remember
they're not easy
I
catches.
remember
Let's just say that.
that one in the back of the end zone, like for the game winner against well, it wasn't a game winner, but it was against us. But it was a nice one. Because I remember that game we came back at the very end in the fourth quarter and whooped their ass. It was a shootout on both sides of the ball. It was when Tyreek Hill got those two big
It's
long
the best
bombs.
games to watch.
I know, right? It was bad until the fourth quarter, and then the fourth quarter turned on, and it was like completely light switch. So who do you got for the NFC side?
Somewhere around the same thing you said, the Rams and what did you say? The Rams and
The Eagles.
the Eagles. Because we know the Cowboys aren't going to be there.
Whether they got Minka Parsons or not, they're not going to be there.
And we know the Steelers aren't going to be there.
No, I did not.
Their old ass quarterback.
I'm listening to you.
So yeah, I'd say probably the Rams and the Eagles, and Stafford's going to get a chance to get himself a ring.
I could definitely see the Rams making a really good run this year and fighting for the Super Bowl for sure. Like Devontae Adams and Puka Nakua, I got them as my number one wide receiver duo. I could easily. I haven't gone through and looked at their schedule yet. I'm going to be doing that throughout the week. Is looking at all the schedules. Like I went and looked through Tampa's schedule this year, and like they got a pretty good schedule for a quarterback to pat his stats for sure. And honestly, they got a really good schedule. I can make an argument for them to be fighting for the NFC Championship. Like in all honesty, like they got an easy road to the playoffs, bro. Like they're in the NFC South. Like the only person they're gonna have fighting that division is the Atlanta Falcons, and we don't know what Michael Penix Jr. is gonna do this year. He could go out with an injury. We could go end up back with Kirk Cousins not performing
We know
well,
what Bijan Robinson's gonna do.
and that's why ESPN moved him up to the number one running back this year. Like they got him listed as the number one running back because they think he's going to do so good. Just because it's like it's going
He's
to
got
be.
an axe to grind, and he's got a QB situation that is unsteady.
But
So
it's
feed the rock.
a QB situation that is prime picking for a fantasy running back. So make sure y'all grab him in the first round if he falls to you. Unless
If you're lucky enough.
unless your first pick or second pick. He third pick, third, fourth pick, yeah. And then you get anywhere under that, you better be grabbing. So yeah, so I could definitely make an argument for the Falcons. For the Bucks as well. But I don't know, man. The Rams, their defense is a little bit better than they have over there in Tampa, and so is the coach, Sean McVay. So I would have to give it to the Rams. Like, it would probably be the Rams and Bucks in like the divisional round, and like the Rams would take it and move on to the championship. That would be my guess. Doo doo. But yeah, I didn't go past y'all's first week or first 5 weeks because it was a rough start to the season, man. But I mean, we could have a rough start to our season too. To be honest, like we could honestly go 0-3, 0-4 if I want to like leave out all transparency. You know what I mean? Because we start like our first game. Honestly, like I personally don't see the Colts beating us, but something stupid we could pull a Dolphin move where we just do something dumb and like lose that game. And then we got the
Fun
Patriots.
move.
Yeah, and then we got the Patriots, which like I don't know what to expect with a Mike Vrabel led defense. We've already lost to him twice, when he was in Tennessee at that. You know what I mean? Granted, one of those games he had Derrick Henry, but actually I think both of those games he had Derrick Henry. But the defense wasn't as good as what he has available for him over in New England. Like he has a much better defense available in New England than he did in Tennessee. So their defense could be scary good, but they have too many question marks on offense. Like I don't trust Diggs. Diggs hasn't done anything for any quarterback he's gone to since like him and Deshaun Watson split up, and it seemed like they both went on the same trajectory. If you think about it, like
Yeah, they both kind of fell off, didn't they?
yeah, like now that I'm actually thinking
They
about
were
it,
only
like
good in Houston.
that literally just triggered in my brain, bro. Like, I mean, I think Stephon Diggs did have one or two decent years with Josh Allen, but it was like a quick decline after that. Like as far as Josh Allen goes, like his stats like are still consistent. I think around like the um, 1,000 yards a year mark, but not like he was when he was in Houston, a top five wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like he was like a
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson when he was in Houston with Deshaun Watson.
When he was a Nico Collins.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I just realized that as we were talking about that. I'm like, you know what? That's kind of like they both.
That's what I'm saying. To be the number one receiver for a team, like you are their go-to guy. When somebody mentions that team, they mention your name.
For sure.
And right now, there's a couple teams that I can't even think of their number one receiver.
Carolina. I have no idea.
Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to determine who their number one wide receiver would be. Like they got a few options that they use, so it's like
I'm saying.
it's hard to determine.
There's a few teams that have definitive number ones.
Yeah, and I guess it just depends. Like it works good for some teams and it works better for others. So it's like you see Green Bay, like they do well. They don't have a definitive number one wide receiver, but they spread the ball out a lot.
They spread the ball around and still make good, get good field,
Correct.
good
Yeah.
yardage.
And they're able to win games because of it. Whereas you have people with your clear number ones, and it just paints a target. But if you have other wide receivers to pair with them, then you can utilize the ball elsewhere and you use them as a distraction, which can have.
That's why duos do best.
Yeah, that's why duos do best. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, you pair either one of them with Matthew Stafford this year, you're going to be sitting pretty in your fantasy league. And you could probably get Matthew Stafford as late as round 7. Devontae Adams, you can get him as late as round 6. Puka Nacua, you got to get him early, round 3. Round 3 at the latest. He's probably gone in round 2 at the end of round 2. Like you're probably looking like, oh, I'm pick 3, round 3. I'm gonna grab Puka Nacua, and round 2, pick 12 gets dropped off the board. Bloop. Bam. But don't worry.
There goes your wide receiver room.
But don't worry. You can wait a couple rounds and pick up Devontae Adams and then Matthew Stafford back to back. Bam, bam. And you'll be pretty good for your fantasy league this year. You're not going to win.
Except for that same guy that picked up Puka Nacua before you is going to pick up Matt Stafford before you and have the better duo.
Could be.
Think fast.
That's why y'all need to make sure.
Don't get left behind.
That's why y'all need to make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe, because we're going to be tuning in. We're going to be keeping you up to date for your fantasy leagues. We're going to help you do the homework. Or actually, we're going to do the homework for you. So that
we'll literally give you a list.
All you got to do is plug in the players. Make sure you draft them. We're going to help you guys out so you can win your fantasy leagues this year.
Or at least come in second.
Or at least come in third. Only one of us could win or lose.
There can only be one, like Highlander.
We actually got Waffles got us a new trophy for this year for our fantasy league, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be the first year we get to start passing out a trophy. It's going to get expensive for the shipping, though. But
it'll fit in a shoebox. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
$5.99 shipping.
We'll figure out who has to deal with that. Probably the winner. Make the winner pay for their own shipping. What do you think? I mean, they just got all the winnings.
No.
They just got
the winner just gets the trophy.
They just got all the winnings, too, though.
I don't know how that's going to work then. Maybe they have to buy it off my website on Mercari. It'll be $1.
$1. But I'm saying, like...
just to cover the shipping.
I'm saying from, like, year to year. So, like... but you ship it off this year, and then someone else will have it, and they'll have to ship it off. I'm saying, like, who's going to end up having to pay for that shipping?
Let's not worry about that now. AFCEastieBoys will pay for the shipping.
That's right. That's right. By that time, that's right.
We're getting a trophy.
Yeah, we also going to get a play diamond, too. Y'all got to make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe. It's free for y'all. Free for y'all. Share with a friend. Tell your mama. Tell your cousins. Tell your sisters. Tell your friends down the street. The neighbor that you only talk to and say hi. Say hi, AFCEastieBoys. Bye. Like, that's what you got to do, man.
And if you don't like what you saw, like and subscribe anyway.
Yeah.